Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we had a very intense scenario where I believe had we had attempted to try and interact with Fiora. Oh, that's right, I rearranged my party again. Yeah, I keep rearranging my party because I believe there's a side quest that requires me to. Here, it's, no, not that one. This one, which requires me to raise the affinity between two female party members considerably for this side quest. So because of that, I'm needing to focus at the moment my party on having two females in the party at a time in order to do that side quest, because I have to raise the affinity quite a ways in order to get that to work. So for the meantime, I'll stick with having Shulk as the main character like usual, but yeah, I gotta have the main character, um, I gotta have a different character. So I chose for the time being to switch out Ryan with Charla. Um, I suppose there are some advantages to having Charla in the party, mainly due to the fact that she is a healer. So I suppose there's at least that advantage going for me. So I think what I was trying to do is I was trying to go for some of the side quests. And, so yeah, since I think I'm about finished with this side quest over here, I'm just gonna real quickly, finish this side quest here. And go ahead and get a move on. I didn't get that large of an opportunity to do much grinding in the last episode, and I'm not sure if that's just because there weren't a whole lot of opportunities. Got more side quests from you? Seriously? Wait, maintain... this big problem that means you to speak with someone who's so strong that he's stubborn. Oh, do I need to specifically have Rhine out for this side quest? Is that the case here? Uh, no? Okay, I guess that's not the case. That would have been interesting though if like we specifically had to play as Ryan, because I know Ryan can be a pretty stubborn guy when he's while also being pretty strong. So that kind of interests me that even though Ryan's like strong, how is he not the stubborn one? Because I don't know. Anyway, my main focus should be getting over to the main objective, so let's go ahead and perform a fast forward here so we can get a move on. Uh, like always, I mainly want to focus on story in the episode and less on actually fighting enemies. Most of these enemies aren't that powerful. That last one back there was maybe decently strong, but that's something that I'd probably prefer to take on my own time. Alright, we're almost back at the area that we fought Metal Face, which was, as revealed in the last episode, to be Mumkar. So, an interesting thing I noticed is that, I actually heard that, the reason why, Metal Face didn't speak during the raid on Colony 9 was to prevent anyone from recognizing his voice. And considering the fact that it was only a little ways after that intro that we got to that part of the game, they were trying to make us kind of forget Mumkar's voice because they thought that, like, if we heard his voice there, that we'd be quick to recognize the voice. So it kind of makes sense why he didn't speak during the Colony 9 raid. And wow, to think that like he'd be willing to side with what's essentially the bad guys, just so he can have the Minato for himself, even if it's obvious at this point that he's not the chosen one. Oh, the Bionis wrist. Okay. So we're starting to enter the... Oh, yeah, because we're getting towards, like, the hand to where we get to the Bionis blade where Sword Valley's at. Because I believe at this point, yeah, by honest thumb, yeah, I believe we're like currently approaching Sword Valley. Yeah, according to the map, we're at Sword Valley now. So I believe we're currently about to infiltrate the Mechon Stronghold. From what I've, at least from what I remember them saying something about them making a Mechon Stronghold here at Sword Valley. So let's see what's going on here.
Oh, what the?
Is all that big sword? Oh, if is, then ouchie ouch.
Yep, that must be the Sword of the Bionis, or yeah. No, that's the Sword of the Mechonis?
Valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems
Oh, wow.
unnatural.
What do you mean?
So the Sword of the Mechonis is where the base is at?
That flowing light, from the way it glows, it has to be ether. But
And that means it's Mechon, right?
Drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Does that mean that
Father
that
once
fortress
told me that the
could...
Mechonus absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
Really?
So the Mechonis feeds off ether. Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mecon's energy source as well.
So is that why there's the possibility of the Bionis coming back to life? Because they're causing a disturbance in the ether? Although if the Mechons are feeding off the ether, wouldn't that kind of drain the life energy of the Bionis? And like lower the ether spikes, that seems to risk the possibility of the... I don't know, but clearly that fortress is a Mechon fortress that we're going to be infiltrating here in a moment. And I'm very much... I feel like this is like we're approaching what might be the final boss. Sword Valley. And I see a lot... Seeing that one enemy alone, I can tell we're going to be going up against a lot of Mechon here.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mechon. The Mechon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mechon that took Fiora.
Okay. So this Golden Mechon is supposedly our main bad guy, or at least...
We're about to enter the Mechon Stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
So we know this guy is the guy behind the invasion. So does that mean that if we take him out and this stronghold...
Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
That must mean then that it'll end the invasion and bring peace to the Bionis, right?
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Still, though, there are kind of a lot of unanswered questions. I mean, they might get answered at some point, but until then... Oh boy, I can tell from the amount of cutscenes we've been getting so far that there is a lot of story that's about to go on in this stronghold. And I think I might want to focus more towards recording, like, all my gameplay in this next episode, because I feel like we're, like, getting close to the final
A
boss.
supply convoy.
Supply convoy?
It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
Wait,
Arrange this for us. Hey, it's
who is it?
Dixon!
Oh, Dixon, that's right. Wondered what he was up to.
You lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mechon.
Not yet.
What are you doing here? I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back.
Oh,
I stepped
yeah.
up as the representative of the Homs.
Oh,
Then
nice.
Birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop
that's
by
right.
and say hello. I've got a whole
Though that'd be an
stack of
interesting
new
question. Why not?
Want some?
Why not stick with the
New stuff?
group and focus an all-out attack?
Cost ya.
You cheap old man.
Yeah, the best things don't always come cheap. Supply convoy, and was that infinite? A coin we just got? Earth ether gear. Are we saying we can just? Oh, we can just get some crystals from this. So that means we can take the time to like buy some Good equipment, right? Ooh, yeah, these are some good weapons. Let's see, is there a way I can compare them to, like... I can't compare them to anything until I purchase them. But yeah, I do believe, yeah, we're probably going to be wanting some anti-Mechon weaponry and gear here. Because throughout this entire game, I don't think I've spent any of my money. So if we're approaching the final boss, I'd say that now is definitely a good time as any to go ahead and buy some stuff. So let's buy this. I guess we can buy that, even though I'm not playing as him a lot. Let's just buy one of every weapon, since each different person is compatible with something different. And then let's go with, for the gear, we can go with the Brave Cap, which has some physical defense, more ether defense, more physical defense, but less ether defense. Ooh, so some tough choices here. Let's go with an item that focuses more towards ether defense. Just because a lot of those skills are focused towards ether defense. So I think it'll be better that we focus more towards ether defense there. Here, oh dear, that's a lot. Number. So when it says number, does that mean we have that many? This one, these two focus a lot more towards ether defense. I'm thinking we go for some heavy armor. So let's get about 3 heavy armor. And let's get 2 of the amethyst armor, because that has some pretty good, decent, a little bit of physical defense, decent ether defense. The gloves, I'd say let's go for a balanced set here. So let's go with the heavy gauntlets for everyone. Leggings. Why would I want the engineer belt if, like, not a whole arc? Oh, one's medium, that's why, and one's heavy. That's something I didn't exactly think about. And then, so many different options to go with here. Why don't we go with the brave shoes for everyone? Oh, I had a pair of amethyst. There is so much stuff that... ooh! With this I can learn some more levels of art. Yeah, let's do that. To learn further levels of this art. Yeah, because up to this entire point in the game, I will agree that I have not been taking the time to buy stuff. Have you finished your preparations? Alright, so let's go ahead and take the time to... Oh, I've got more skill trees. Chance. Okay, that's cool. It's with bonus effects from behind. Alright, let's see. Can I get anything with Rhine? Physical defense up at the start of battle with higher enemies. Actually, I don't think... It's mostly just at the start of battles. That's all I'm being offered here. Also, I think for stuff that is available, we don't exactly have the affinity coins either. So I'd probably need to get rid of some stuff. But I don't want to focus on that right now. Right now, new arts manuals have allowed you to attain new levels of arts. Ooh, boy. Yeah, that does remind me. I might have been forgetting to do some leveling up with arts. Because, yeah, like here, there's some good stuff I can focus on leveling up. Which, on the subject of that, let's go ahead and do some leveling up. Why would I want to level up Battle Soul? That's like the worst possible upgrade. Also, I just noticed I don't exactly have a lot of AP for Shulk either. So that's something I'm going to need to figure out. But now Melia can do some stuff now that she can do some more. Yeah, I don't think I ever sacrifice own HP to restore the HP of a... Oh, that's what she has? Actually, that would be kind of useful because if certain attackers would be like focusing more of their attacks towards So maybe I should do a little bit of reorganizing here where I focus a bit more towards oh, I already have reflection up. But let's replace something with this, so that way we can... Let's see here. Physical attack. It's slow. I do like focusing Melia towards the ether ability, so yeah, let's stick with Healing Gift for Melia. Because that does sound pretty useful. Ooh. Gleefully thwack the enemy as a side attack. Confuses Mechon. That sounds pretty useful. Although, what could we... Party... Inflicting Break. Fall. If Topple fails. Force Topple. Spits out Fire. Oh, I'm not sure what I want to give up. Let's give up Sneaky for Peekaboo and level up Peekaboo. Bedtime. Spins his weapon, sending all enemies to sleep. Plays dead. Enemies ignore him, allowing a surprise attack. Alright, so let's get this upgraded. And we'll save his XP for something else, but we're getting our hands on some useful abilities here, that's for sure. Larlet, let's upgrade that. Since we have that in our line of upgrades. Alright. And now, last but not least, to change up our equipment so we can get our hands on some more useful stuff. So I selected the aid cap for everyone. And then we've got... Let's go with the heavy armor for Shulk. Along with the heavy gauntlets, the... This does make me kind of unsure which one I want for... Okay, no, we want the amethyst leggings. And then either the brave shoes, or, yeah, the brave shoes would... Wait a minute. No, we want the amethyst boots. That's what I'll go with. And then for Sharla... We'll go with an aid cap for Sharla. Go with the... Oh, some characters like Sharla can't wear that kind of stuff. Okay. So that's good to know. That some characters can't exactly wear everything. So let's then have her wear the... No. Let's give her that. And then give her the brave shoes. And then for Melia... Oh, that's right, I want to give her a different weapon because I specifically got the anti-Mechon sniper. So she could shoot down the Mechon. I'm still going to have it appear as Gadolt's rifle. Just because for story purposes, I want it to seem like she's using the rifle of Gadolt. That reminds me, we're still unsure if Gadolt is still alive or not. Anyway, for her, we wanted to go with the anti-Mechon rod, which actually alters some stuff, it seems. So I'm going to have to think carefully here about what I replace, because... It seems depending on what I change could really affect us. So I think for story purposes, I'd like to stick with the Imperial Staff for story purposes. And then give her the aid cap. And then, oh, she can't wear any of these. Like, I think she can only wear light armor. And if that's the case, then I'm going to have to think a bit more carefully about what I use here. Because, yeah, it seems she can only wear light armor. And that may be a little bit of a problem if she can only wear light armor. Oh boy. Because does this store sell any light armor? Alright, well these are the... Well, let's change equipment for Ryan as well, even if he is in our party, because I did specifically get him for this. Go ahead and also give him the... No, let's give him the amethyst gear, actually. Have him equip the heavy armor, heavy gauntlets, the amethyst... Well, actually... Yeah, let's have him go with the heavy cuirasses. And then have him go with the climb boots. That should be good for him. So let's double check the store here. And just double check and make sure, is there some lighter equipment? Because I think there'd be some equipment that she'd be able to wear. So let's buy an infantry attire, a pair of brave gloves, an engineer belt, and I believe she has a pair of brave shoes on. At least I'm pretty sure. Also, oh, okay, so only one of each manual can be studied. So that would mean then that... Can I now go with equipment that can fit her? Okay, I can. So now I can offer her some proper gear. And wait, did I think I might have made a mistake there by choosing to purchase, what was it, the Chronos bottoms? Oh no, the engineer belt. That's what I purchased. So let's yeah, I'm almost finished, game. Stop rushing me. So we wanted the engineer, and that's too heavy for her as well. She's seriously only able to go with lightweight equipment, and of course, the shop doesn't sell lightweight equipment for bottoms. So until then, I believe we have the equipment that I'd like to have equipped for this moment. So let's go ahead and... Wait a minute, let me double check something. Okay, everything's fine. I don't know what it was I was thinking of. Anyway, are we able to continue forward now? Looks like you've been through a lot. Tell me about it. Tell Dixon what has happened.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
That's right, she's supposedly alive somehow, even though we saw her killed.
I can't believe they're sticking homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon.
What?
I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit.
Okay.
Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Though the story still remains simple in that we're trying to focus on taking out the Mechon and ending their invasion.
I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling HOMs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Alright. Well, it was nice to have you while you were here, Alvis.
You lot should be alright getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Alright, this is it, everyone.
Thanks
We've
for
got
coming
proper
this far.
equipment now.
We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
And now with this
Fortress
proper
is a key
equipment.
position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed.
Okay.
We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Are you like trying to cut off their supply,
Don't go
Dunban?
dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take
Yeah,
care
we're
of it
taking
well.
them down.
Cheers.
Alright, so we're getting ready to take on some Mechon, folks. We've got a large attack incoming.
Looks like it's just us.
How did they not notice the attack?
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Let's
Okay.
get them. What are you thinking, Dunban?
Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
It's the moment we've been waiting for to seize our destiny and to take out the Mechon. Oh boy, this guy again. What's going on? What is this about? Zanza?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado.
What?
Why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And the face escaped my control and acted alone.
What are you thinking, buddy?
Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end.
What's your plan?
Perhaps there are still things to be learned from having them challenge the boy.
What are you thinking? Also, why does that back of your suit look kind of similar to the Monado in some sense? Anyway, I'm still focusing towards side quests, so I'd still like to keep Melia and Charla in the party. Because I don't know how high I need to get the affinity gauge in order to complete that side quest, but it is going to take a bit of a while, that's for sure. A lot has been going on here, that's for sure. I'll be picking up some items here and there, as well as take on whatever Mechon we see. Wow, there's still a bunch of decayed Mechon from the last battle that happened here, which was the one at the beginning of the game with Dunban and Dixon and that traitor Mumkar. Not only Mumkar has not been the best of guys, so we're taking him down. Like from this point onward, yeah, we're taking him down. How far is the next objective? There is a lot. Gate lock release. What's that do? Oh, does it open the gate forward? Or is it like one of those things where it's like I have to find enough buttons in order to open the gate? Is that what's going on here? I gotta figure out how to get this gate open. It is. We gotta figure out how to open this gate. Does that mean I interact with this now? Location, the 6th gate. Oh, there are 6 gates total? Or did I just need to turn that to open the gate? Wait, if there are total... That is a big fortress unit. Can we even take that thing? Let's actually give this a shot. Black matter? Oh, this thing's attacks aren't actually that powerful. Alright, allows ordinary weapons to damage Mechon. We'll start with that. Some of Shulk's attacks are actually missing. Can we break him? Black Matter, that seems like a pretty tough attack, but at the same time... Oh dear. That's a bit of a problem. We're kind of stuck. Where is Charlotte? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Charla's all the way over there. I kind of want to focus on encouraging Charla. Charla could use some encouragement. Melia could use some encouragement. Alright, I'm going to try getting behind it again. Another Titan Stamp? Those things are going to wreck me. Another Black Matter attack. And, oh boy, what's he got? Is he about to do... Okay, yeah, we gotta hurry up and stop that. Auras. Protects against enemy talent darts. I'll do that. That should grant some protection, right? Oh dear, Melia's down. How tough is this guy? And all of our teammates are down. Increasing chance of dodging physical attacks. That was a physical attack, right? I couldn't entirely tell, but there isn't much I can do at this point. Okay, so we're clearly not ready for those. So my best option for now would probably be to try sneaking past them. If there's no way to sneak past them, I may have to call this an episode and do a bit of looking around and maybe even some grinding offline. Because, yeah, that was a bit tougher than I expected that to be. So let's see what all we can do here. We know we gotta go in this direction. I'm definitely seeing a lot of side paths here, and for a non-faced Mechon, those M104 Fortress units, they definitely seem pretty tough. So yeah, let's probably best we stay out of range of those guys for the time being and go for some of these weaker armored units. So these ones definitely need to go down. So yeah, we'll start with the smaller Mechon over here, and maybe do a bit of grinding before we try going up against those tougher Mechon, because clearly those guys were pretty tough. Also, how many Mechon did we gain the attention of there? No, I don't want to use the Monato's power. I just want to shoot these guys down. Which I already almost have my entire affinity gauge, or entire chain attack gauge filled. Alright, I just want to quick grab this item. We gotta take down a lot of these Mechon if we want to be ready for the final battle. This only gained the attention of one Mechon? Seriously? Okay, surely going up against more Mechon will make our presence at least a little bit more recognized around here. No? Okay. And of course it's looking at me. so I can't really do anything at the moment. So my best option here is to just keep attacking it. How are Mechon immune to break attacks? Also, I just noticed that the attacks of the other party members aren't affecting these guys. Anyway, before anything else... Oh, I missed the treasure chest. I still would not like to mess with that thing. That thing is level 52. I think we might be able to take it on if we get one level higher, but at the same time, he was pretty tough back there. So I would say I would not have a lot of confidence taking on that thing again. I think it's considering the fact that we have a bunch of weaker Mechon over here, I think it's entirely intended for us to go up against the weaker Mechon here and try sneaking around that tougher one. Because considering the fact that we're now in we're in the heart of the Mechon operation now, so I guess it would make sense that we'd be engaging in some battles we're not quite ready for yet. Because that is a pretty big Mechon. I'm quite amazed. Why haven't they used Mechon like those in the battles? Are those Mechon like entirely all about that defense? Alright, gate number 5. Is this like the main gate we're going in as well? Because like I thought we were trying to like be sneaky and go in through one of the secret secret entrances. Not whatever direction we're going in right now. I need to make sure to enable the ability to allow ordinary weapons to damage Mechon, because I would like these fights to go just a little bit faster. Offensive Mechon Plus. This thing actually looks pretty cool. Not sure if that means this thing's gonna be tough. Alright, allow ordinary weapons to damage Mechon. And what kind of attacks does this guy do? And normal part M. What? It says there's a Mechon up here, yet I don't see any Mechon. Probably up on like the bridge or something. Yep. It is. Where is the next story? We are quite a ways from the next story event. Although I think that next story event, I'll want to trigger that and then end the episode there. One thing's for sure is that as soon as this, someone else must have, probably the other Mechon saw us, preventing me from... What's going on with these arrow keys on this Pro controller? I don't know if there's something going on here. Alright, allow ordinary weapons to damage Mechon. I'll unleash that strong attack, so we can deal some good damage. And I'm going to start focusing my attacks towards this unit over here. And what do we get here? We're getting a lot from this. That's for sure. Ooh, a landmark. The Dolgan Outpost. We're getting the attention of a lot of units. Alright, start focusing my attention towards this guy. I'd like to be ready for when I can start utilizing my other abilities again. while the others are able to damage Mechon. And considering the fact that Shulk has an attack that allows him to attack multiple enemies at once, I find it useful to, you know, utilize that to my advantage and have the other party members focus on the others. So we should be... Oh dear. Isn't Energy Seal a powerful Monado art? Well, nonetheless, our main focus is still up ahead. We have another Mechon here ready to take us down. There we go. Why don't I use... Oh, come on. Gonna utilize that ability. Oh, this thing's moving around a lot. That's what it's doing. Get out of here. I think I'm gaining an idea on, like, one of the reasons why I'm not exactly the biggest fan of this game's battle system. It's mainly because of the fact that you mostly only have control over one of the party members. When, you know, compared to most RPGs I played, like, if you see my Epic Battle Fantasy playthrough, you see I'm fine with everything, and I think that's mainly due to the fact that, I have control over every single party member, so I can, like, every move I make from every fighter factors into if I win or lose a fight. While here, it sort of feels like, with the fact that I don't have a whole lot of control over the entire party, I can see that it kind of makes some of these battles feel a little bit luck-based in what my party members do. Because if you guys remember early on in the game, I remember when I was going up against the Mechon, I was heavily reliant on, like, the only way I could damage Mechon was toppling them before, you know, Shulk got his hands on the Monado. All I could really do was, you know, use the move that allows for breaking, and I had to specifically wait for Rhine to specifically use his move that would topple them. Okay, the access panel is locked, so I am going to need to figure out how to unlock that gate. Is there any kind of hint that lets me know how to unlock the gate? Because I don't exactly know of any locations that may hold where I'm supposed to go. My best assumption would be to find that location that's, like, supposedly... There we go. That guy's down. So we do have a bit of a Mechon stronghold over here, so it would make logical sense to have... Wait, what? Secure Dolgan Outpost. Dolgan Outpost occupied. Defeat their... Is that like an automatic quest? I have never had those kind of quests happen to me before. Yeah, 'cause I actually have never had that happen to me before. Out of all the times I've played this game... No, I don't want to use the Monado's power right now. Right now I want to focus on regular art. I feel like this controller's like plotting against me somehow, and it's like I already have very little control, only being able to utilize whatever arts my characters have, and now it's like the game is like either this controller or something else is utilizing everything in its power to try and take away whatever kind of control I do have. Quest update. How is this a quest? All I'm doing is going into this stronghold to attack some enemies. Alright, get behind it. Really, it turns towards me the moment that happens. This is the Monado's power. Yeah, it's these easier enemies that it's like, I'm not that much worried about my health. So I'm like okay with utilizing that art to fill up my talent gauge. Because I'm not that much worried about sacrificing some of my HP. So what all exactly is... Okay, here is the thing I need to open up the gate. Am I going to need to open every gate in order to get to the next story event? Because I really don't know how far we need to go into this just so we can... You know... properly infiltrate the Stronghold. Well, let's get to a sneak attack on this guy. Alright, talent gauge is filled back up thanks to that art. And then normal part M. Well, anyway, whatever I need to finish this quest is somehow over here. Which doesn't entirely make a lot of sense since I only came over here to do that quest that involves the turning on the fortress. What is this? Oh, there's still some Mechon over here. That's probably why I haven't finished the quest yet. Alright, activate the ability that allows everyone to attack. And start unleashing. Let's go for this guy over here while they're dealing with them. Yeah, or not, because I prefer not to use waste that on the weaker enemies. The chain attacks, I really only recommend using them on the tougher enemies, because there are plenty of enemies where it's like... It's so much better to just use a regular attack. Also, according to the game, I am missing an enemy somewhere, and I don't know where. So I'm gonna do a little bit more looking around here. What does the game say? Oh, another skill tree leveled up? I've got a skill tree for... Oh, okay. Maybe a chance of a... Let's go for Wisdom next for Dunban then. Alright. So that being said, it says there's one more enemy. What does the game say about my current situation? I thought I... Okay, I guess I have to go with this in order to satisfy the game's desire to... Okay, either increase HP received from heal. Let's go with increased HP received from healing arts. Yeah, I know what that offers me. Why is this staying marked, is my question. Because I selected another a thing for it to upgrade. Oh, up here, I didn't notice the staircase. Okay, so we gotta deal with an entire wave of enemies now. And I have no idea how tough that tougher enemy is, so let's, like always, take down the weaker enemies before we go straight for whatever that big unit is. That's what I'd recommend. Not always a fan of using this, but I'd like to use the one that, the art that has increased damage against Mechon. And then... Oh no, I don't want to go for him yet. I want to go for all the weaker units before we go straight for damaging the big guy. Because it's going to be the big guy that's going to be tough to deal with. I should also keep attention to... Alright, who's getting attacked here? Okay, Melia is about to get hit by something, so let's prepare. Okay, use this. And then, okay, Melia apparently did something that's like... Okay, apparently Melia just got hit there. I better hurry up and... Okay, there we go. And, okay, very good Charla. Charla's already got him healed up and everything. So all I have to do now is go for the main guy here. Okay, activate that. And let's allow ordinary weapons to dance. Charla? I could use a bit of a heal right now, thank you. Okay, why don't we go ahead and utilize a chain attack here? Because I think we could use one. So let's start by... Let's see if we can topple this thing. Then again, though, I don't think these guys have any abilities that can do anything like that. So, cooldown of arts. So let's utilize... Greatly restores one party member's HP. Let's utilize a healing art on Shulk. And then I could attack... Oh, use after Spirit Break to topple the enemy. I don't know if she used that yet. Oh, that's why I had Spear Break out. So this might not topple him. No, it didn't. I don't have any way of utilizing anything else. What else did I have? Don't tell me I made the mistake of... Okay, no, this does something else. Except I don't know what I want to use for the... Let's go ahead and use this Monado art, since that one's pretty powerful. And then I could utilize... I can't daze him, so that Monado... That art is useless. Let's unleash a metal bullet, and that'll end the chain attack. Okay, but now I gotta be careful, because if Shulk gets knocked down... So, let's utilize Shadow Eye, and see if I can get Shulk to, go in the shadows, for a little while. And that was not very long. He is running a bit low on health, though, so maybe I can quickly take him out with our remaining attacks. I say that right as the game indicates that he's about to unleash a really powerful attack. So he's about to unleash a shooting attack, so let's go with the protection art. And we took him down. Alright. I was not expecting a surprise quest like that, but nonetheless, it has allowed us to level up. So that's pretty nice. We can look at our rewards. And with that, we've managed to open up the gates, so I'd like to focus specifically on continuing forward. Although we're already very close to being an hour into this episode, so... Oh, it's like we're getting into the heart of things, but at the same time, like, I don't want this video to get too long. What should I do? Well, I guess I should focus on getting that gate unlocked, because that is the prime objective of this episode, is getting that gate unlocked. There we go. Take out some more Mechon. Maybe I'll focus a bit on my own time, just a little bit of grinding. So I can focus a bit more towards... Alright, 2 critical hits. That was very nice. A cut attack, seriously? That just landed right in the middle of Shulk. Alright, so this should be, I believe this is the 4th gate? Yeah. So that means there are still, like, we're only halfway into this. How much farther until I get to the next story event? Because we're going quite a ways into this. Because according to the game, there's still, like, 3... I'm guessing we're going to have to go through all 3 gates. And even though we leveled up, I still don't think I'm ready for that big fortress unit. Okay, luckily I don't think we've caught the attention of any other enemies, so I think we can just focus on this one melee unit. Go ahead and sacrifice some of my HP, and then utilize the healing art. Gala Chainsaw. Yikes. That dazed them as well? Well, it's a good thing I've got Charla healing. Because I think a good chunk of my victories here are mainly thanks to Charla's healing. There we go, that's good. I didn't want to use that, but okay. Wait a minute. Are ether attacks able to hit these guys? Even though I don't even have the ability that allows weapons to damage Mechon? That might have been something I wasn't paying attention to. Alright, I'm gonna want to be very careful here to make sure that I do not engage in combat with this giant Mechon, because, oh my goodness, that thing is massive. Like, despite everything going on around here, I really don't think it's a good idea to fight that thing. Our best option for the time being is to just simply sneak around that thing, because there is no way we stand a fighting chance. I don't think I want to confront any Mechon that are near the giant one. Mainly because I don't want to gain the attention of the giant Mechon. I'm fine with gaining the attention of these smaller Mechon over here, but any attention gained from the giant Mechon, anything that's near that giant Mechon is just asking for attention from the giant Mechon. And I've made it quite clear that I do not want to gain any attention from the giant Mechon. So until that thing maybe gains a little bit more of a distance like it is now, I'd say only until around this distance would I say it's safe to take these guys on. But yeah, considering the fact that we are starting to reach the hour mark, I really don't want to make these videos too long, so maybe I'll make this into more of a part 2 kind of episode. Even though these episodes are already quite long on their own. Wait, there's still another Mechon? Oh, there is still another Mechon. Let me just take care of that. No, I'm not interested in a chain attack. I am really not interested in a chain attack right now. Anyway, it feels like we're getting close, but at the same time, I get the feeling we're going to be needing to go through all 3 of those gates. are. There we go. That'll be some strong attacks. No, let's not go. I'd prefer that we, Oh, we've got an armored unit attacking as well. Also, I don't want to attack with that. What, did you think we weren't gonna do it, Charla? I can't tell if I'm getting better in battles because I have a proper healer now, or if it's because of something else. We still have a bit of a ways to go until we reach the next story event. And we are over the hour mark, so I think what I'm going to do for this episode is I'm going to go ahead and save progress and get straight to doing a part 2 of this, because while I don't think this is a good stopping point, I am taking very long time. So I'm going to go ahead and just real quickly stop the recording and make a part 2 out of this. So stay tuned for next week for when I do part 2. Until next time, if you enjoyed this episode and wish to see more of my content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.